Good morning and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It's almost 8:30 on Saturday morning. We have taken the chicken breasts out of the freezer, so they'll be getting dealt with today. And what we're doing now is just chopping up the steaks that I got in the Too Good To Go bag into strips to make the steak with the creamy mushroom sauce, which I commonly call stroganoff, but obviously it's not stroganoff. I think I should have sharpened this knife. Goodness gracious. Right. So, we're just going to chop these up. As you can see, I have a bowl of onions, a bowl of mushrooms. They're ready to go. I've got the frying pan here, which would help if I actually had it on to heat. I'm not particularly fussed, as you can see, about how I chop these up, just so that they're sort of, edible in one mouthful is good. And we're doing two steaks, because there's enough mushrooms and onions to do 2 stroganoffs, and then I will do 2 of the noodles as well. And as I say, this is my meal planning for the week. Taking stuff from basically what I have in the cupboards. The only thing that didn't come from my own stock is the mushrooms, and that came from the caravan because we didn't use all them at breakfast. You're probably going to hear a cat very shortly because she's just appeared at my feet. I'm sure she can smell this. So yeah, this is our Saturday morning food prep, and I have to say, I'm not often this organised, but up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Kathleen was on an early, so I don't have to be quiet. So we've already had the washing machine's been on for the clothes from the holiday, and now we're going to do some cooking. And I know this is probably mind-numbingly boring. Please feel free to, fast forward past this bit. It's not going to take me much longer. And then we'll get thinking, oh, that's not a good noise for first thing in the morning, is it? Ooh, we don't like that at all. So, as I say, the oil's heating up. 2 steaks getting chopped into strips. I mean, the good thing is, because I've let this run, I don't really think is that going to be hot enough? Nope. Let's just turn that up. We'll take that one out. The good thing about me standing here and doing all this while you're here is that from the length of the video, you will see how quick this is to make. It really doesn't take long, if you remember, and put the oil on high enough. Oh, we have some sound effects. Now, as I say, the cat's here, so it's not saying I'm not good to my cat. Whether she eats this or not is a completely different matter, but we'll see. There you go, Pooper. Oh, where have you gone? Okay, we'll just keep that here for now. Quick wash of the hands. Right, so beef is in frying. I'm going to throw the onions in as well. Now that is 1 red onion and 1 white onion, for no other reason than that's what I had. So yeah, that's how that worked. Now I also here have a couple of cloves of garlic, which I had in the freezer. I had frozen them, so we're just going to slice them up because we don't want to burn them. And I'll just do some slightly finer chopping of them. As you can see, I'm not a chef, I'm not awfully good at this, but you know, I do like this recipe and I have the makings there, so I thought I'd just show you how this is done. Right, now we also have here evaporated milk, which is going to be, that's how we get the creamy sauce. This one does not have a ring pull. So we'll get that ready. Oh, there you are, pussycat. Okay. The 2 little bits of meat for the pussycat. Yes, I hear you. Here, try them. Look. Okay, so the pussycat does not like steak, it seems, or certainly doesn't like raw steak. We'll get that washed. So, as you can see, it does not take long for this to start sauteing. So now what we will do is we'll just clear this up, get that ready to go, put that there. Now in here I have some corn flour, so what we do is we add a little bit of the carnation milk to the, well, evaporated milk to the corn flour, and that's what I'll use for thickening it. So we'll just get a wee teaspoon and give this a mix while we're waiting on that. Anyone else noticed I'm not the tidiest of cooks? You know, I end up with things everywhere. But hey ho, as long as it tastes good, that's really the only thing that matters. You know, all this, does it look pretty how you do it? No, not really when I do it, so, you know, but cares? Not a jot. Oh. So this morning, before I've done this, while I was waiting on the garlic defrosting, I have added a mug and a t-shirt to the Pom Preps Shopify shop. And my little red book of resilience is now on Amazon. It's been delivered while I was away, so it's sitting at the front door just now. But the cooking was a bit more time sensitive. Right, so we throw in the mushrooms, throw in the garlic, throw in the rest of the garlic, rinse our hands again. It's one thing with this, you end up rinsing your hands quite a lot. See, because you've added the garlic at the same time as the mushrooms, it's not going to burn it or anything, because it doesn't take much before it's time to start adding other things. I think I might have to get another can of milk. I hope not, because I don't know if I've got another can down here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add, oh yeah, I think that needs another can. Bear with me, I'll be back. Hopefully. I see you, cookie poopster. We have another can. Yay. Now let me just pop this back on. Okay, as you can see, this is the Nestle Carnation brand. This is why we used to call it Carnation Milk, because it was really the only one you could get. Pooper, I gave you steak. Do not even at me. I gave you steak. You didn't like it. Now, yeah, also, it says I'm completely forgetting, going to add some salt. Now, as I'm sure you've realised, this, now looking for pepper. There it is. This evaporated milk is quite sweet. So what you need to do is you need to take the sweetness off of it. And one of the easiest ways to do that is tomato puree. Now, tomato puree is what my mother would call wersh, which is like very fresh. And it's really good at taking the sweetness off of things. So we have salt and pepper. We have tomato puree. We're also going to put in a dinky little bit of Dijon mustard. Now, I'm not a great mustard hand, that's why there's not an awful lot going in that. But we'll give it a bit of stir about. See, now the way I like this is, you know, looking at that, if you're taking a forkful of this sauce, it's going to have bits in it. Paprika, because paprika's really nice in this. So we'll give that a stir as well. Now, as you can see, that's starting to heat up. So now we completely ignore the cat. We put that corn flour in and give it a mix. Raven, shush. Seriously, I asked you if you wanted out before I started this. Oh, I can feel a bit of that thickening now. We'll see how we get on with that. And that is basically it. It's just a case of thicken to your choice. I have to say I like my sauce quite thick. So, you know, for me this is still way too watery. But I don't think it's properly come up to temperature yet to thicken it up. Oh, now we're definitely starting to feel a bit better. Yep, as you can see, the texture's getting a bit better, but we're just going to throw some more corn flour in it because as I say, I like my sauce thick. So we'll get that mixed up. Now the only thing you've got to do now is, because I've used corn flour, if you don't let this heat up properly, the texture that you get when you eat this is going to be granular. You're going to be able to taste the flour. You're going to get that dryness. So you want to make sure that you properly heat this up so that the corn flour is cooked and absorbed into the sauce. Take it from someone who made that mistake before. You definitely want to make sure that this is properly heated. And the reason I've moved the pan round is because there seems to be a hot spot on my ring. So I don't want the same spot getting overheated all the time. Oh, there we go. That's it starting to thicken now. Happy bunny am I. So yeah, there you go. That is my steak in a creamy mushroom sauce. Just finally thickening up. And then it'll be ready to go into tubs and be used for dinners this week. So I will love you and leave you and catch you later.